Imagine, you walk into your kitchen, you turn a knob, there's an instant flame. You're able to breathe normally as you cook. Now imagine, you walk into your kitchen, there's no knob. Your stovetop is your kitchen floor, a dirt floor. You have to strike a match to light a flame. Thick smoke hits your face. It clogs your throat until you can't breathe. It makes your eyes water, and you haven't even started cooking yet. This is the reality for 1.2 billion women today. This issue I'm about to speak on kills more people than every single cancer death in the United States, multiplied by 5. More than stroke, heart disease, and diabetes combined, yet you've never heard of it. This is about justice, about gender, and about cooking. Take a look at this energy ladder. See how it divides our world? At the bottom, the poorest communities cook with wood, crop waste, and dung. As you move up the ladder towards wealthier nations, people cook with cleaner energy like electricity and gas. Think about that. The most universal act of love, a mother cooking dinner for her child, becomes a death sentence based on where you're born. Same love, same meal, different air. Take a look at this map. See those deep red marks across South Asia and Africa? Those aren't just statistics. Behind every deep mark is a mother, a daughter, a grandmother, gasping for breath as they cook. The World Health Organization estimates that about 3.2 million people die every year from indoor air pollution. To put that into perspective, that's like a major airplane crash at every hour, killing everyone on board. Except these crashes are silent, invisible, and almost entirely preventable. Take a look at these statistics from countries like Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Ethiopia. Women cook about 10 meals per week. Men, between 1 and 2. The image on the left says it all. The hidden danger of cooking with firewood, equivalent to smoking 400 cigarettes a day. Look at that woman in the picture. She's not choosing to smoke 400 cigarettes a day, but that's what her society, her gender, and her poverty condemn her to do, just to feed her children. Let me break this down in human terms. 1.2 billion women lack access to clean cooking. They are the main cooks in their family using biomass fuels like wood, dung, and charcoal. 3.2 million people die from indoor air pollution. And here's the kicker. Women face 33% higher exposure than men. Why? Because society deems cooking to be women's role. Over 700,000 children die from indoor air pollution every year. And women face this double burden, being poisoned themselves and having to watch their children gasping for breath. The smoke doesn't just make you cough, it destroys you from the inside out. Chronic pulmonary obstructive disease, asthma, bronchitis, lung cancer, and other respiratory disease risk doubled, even if you've never touched a cigarette before. It doesn't end there. Eye damage, cataracts until you can barely see, heart disease, and for pregnant women, adverse pregnancy outcomes like low birth weight babies. Imagine carrying your child for 9 months and watching it enter the world disadvantaged because you were forced to inhale poison as you were cooking. Girls spend 15 to 20 hours a week not studying, not dreaming, not playing, but collecting fuel wood. They have to travel through forests and rough terrain with heavy bundles on their heads, missing school, 1 to 3 hours of school daily. They have chronic lateness, no time for after-school activities or homework. And when resources are scarce in the community, whose education gets prioritized? The boys. This isn't just about cooking. This is about systematically denying half our population the chance to rise. Let's talk about economic violence, because that's what this is. Women spend 4 to 6 hours daily collecting fuel wood and cooking. That's a full workday lost. They cannot engage in income-generating activities, cannot go to markets, cannot sell goods, cannot trade, cannot escape. Melinda Gates says it best: unless things change, girls today will spend hundreds of thousands more hours than boys doing unpaid work, simply because society assumes it's their responsibility. Fuel collection consumes hours of women's days. Low, smoky cooking requires constant tending, fanning flames, keeping toddlers away from them, stirring the flames. And when health problems reduce your capacity, when you're too sick to breathe or too exhausted, you still have to cook. Because if you don't, your family doesn't eat that day. This graph shows us that in order to reach universal access, we must increase global annual funding from $2.5 billion today to $4 billion by 2030. This is a small sum when you consider that it reduces time collecting fuel wood by 75%, prevents 60% of premature deaths, and slashes greenhouse gas emissions by 50%. The cost of inaction is estimated to be $2.4 trillion. Think about that. That's 300 times more for inaction than it would cost to solve the problem. Take a look at this framework: reach, benefit, empower, transform. We must reach women through trainings and demonstrations. We must ensure they benefit and that their needs are met. We must empower them to go out and make life-changing decisions, and we must transform gender norms at the root. In these last 5 minutes, 70 million women have cooked a meal. 30 women have died from cooking pollution, and 300 million girls were out collecting fuel wood. Just 5 minutes. Think about the next 5 minutes, and the 5 after that, and tomorrow, and next year. The cycle will continue unless we act. I'm asking you to join me. Help raise awareness. Challenge the silence around this topic. Support organizations that are giving clean cook stoves. Because every woman deserves the chance to breathe normally while she cooks. Every girl deserves to be in school instead of out collecting fuel wood. Every child deserves to grow up with healthy lungs. I'm asking you to join me to change the next 5 minutes and every 5 minutes after that. Thank you.